Hi guys, welcome once again. So now we will understand the benefits of need analysis, and this is going to be the last topic um, for need analysis. So now that we know the categories and the modes of need analysis, we need to also understand what is the benefit. Why do we exactly do that? Okay, we can directly go and teach them. We can directly have our syllabus in place and we can start teaching, but why do we exactly do the need analysis? I'm sure that you would have got an idea of it, that why need analysis is exactly important, especially in business English, because you're not dealing with kids, okay? They are working professionals 99% of the time, I would say. Okay, so why need analysis is important? It is important for effective communication. Effective communication is the key, of course, in any business. Every business that is successful is somewhere, effective communication is needed, especially if you are not limited to dealing with only native clients. If you are, flourishing outside as well, then international businesses, of course, you would be in need of um, effective business English, okay, to show your personality different amongst the crowd. Okay, so obviously TNA help identifying language barriers. Okay, so it's only when you understand the language barrier and you will do that analysis, you will be able to analyze what exactly you need to teach and what should be your approach. Okay, so it is going to give you the benefit at the end of the day, which will be resulted into an effective communication. Then of course, teamwork, effective teamwork is also important in any business. Okay, so if effective teamwork requires strong communication. So if you are able to communicate better, because you will have people of different places, different countries, okay, when you are in international business. Okay, so obviously effective communication will make your bond strong and you'll not feel like, yeah, you cannot talk to anybody because you've got a barrier of language. Okay, so by TNA, which is obviously a category of need analysis, can reveal skill gaps and language needs and enabling better collaboration and the teamwork. Okay, and then it will also make you confident speaker. It's very obvious at the end of the day when you know that there is no language barrier. It will make people a confident speaker when they are giving presentation, when they are having a business deal, when they are negotiating something, on any contract or something. Then of course it is just going to be a confident speaker. And when somebody is confident who is talking in front of you, half of the time you would notice that people listen to that person and is very impressed most of the time with what person is saying, and the deal, kind of gets sorted in a much better way. Okay, so yes, confident speaking is one of the benefits. Then identifying skill gaps in language need. This is another benefit, that you would be able to identify the skill gaps if there is a problem with the skill, which means if somebody has got a problem with, as I've said in the last video as well, that this is going to help you figure out the skill gaps. Is there a skill gap? Like you want to teach this. Is there a skill gap? That means that, is there an issue with sentence construction? The people that you're going to teach, your students, are they not good with sentence construction? Do you need to teach them, sentence construction also, basic English grammar also, the usage of tenses also? What exactly is the skill gap in learning what you want to teach them? Because you can't directly teach them business English, a higher level of English, when they do not know how to construct simple sentences. So what are their language needs? Are they good with talking and there's just a problem in accent and they feel little low and down and not so confident just because they are not aware about the accent of the other people, and that is why they stay quiet even when they know a lot of things? Okay, so during training also it can be done, because while you're giving training, of course, you're interacting with them. So you can have this analysis during training. You can have this post training as well. Post training analysis would be about feedback. Okay, once you taught them. So and pre-training. So first step is pre-training, of course. So before training, we have already discussed in the last video how would you do that. There are a lot of ways that you can have pre-training analysis by, those surveys and questionnaire, and accordingly you will decide that fine, this is how you're supposed to go after doing your need analysis. Okay, and after that, during the training also, you would continue working on that. And post training will be that how effectively you taught, and whatever objectives were there, whatever skill gaps were there, okay, were you able to fulfill it or not? Are you seeing some sort of changes or not in these students? Okay, so it helps you also to identify the gaps, the skill gaps, designing effective training programs. And this is how you're going to design an effective training program. You are a business language teacher. Of course, you would be able to create a training program without a doubt. Okay, but effective training program, as I said, is something that is going to fulfill the objective at the end of the day. Okay, because objectives can always be different from organization to organization. We've discussed this in detail in the last video already, that every organization can have certain standards, okay, to fulfill that. There is a particular organization, whether or not you are dealing with client, they want every employee who is working in that organization to be at a certain C2 level, which is the highest level in any language proficiency. So they need it that way because that's a company's standard. Okay, so you need to accordingly design effective training program to make them able to achieve that. Okay, and for that, need analysis is of course needed. Until you will do that need analysis, you can never design any training program, because if somebody is at basic level, okay, of any language, you can't start teaching them something at the higher level. You need to please begin with the basics. Okay, so you need to customize your syllabus all the time. Okay, and then again, it maximizes the ROI, which is return on investment. Of course it will, because you'll get good business. Okay, these students will get good business, and which is why this is needed. And identifying the gaps encourages employee development. The whole process of learning business English is, of course, I think, as per my understanding and my experience, I think the whole process of learning business English is about encouraging employee development. They undergo all of these trainings, of course, because they want to grow themselves, okay, professionally and somewhere personally as well. So that's all about need analysis, guys. I'll see you in the next video with other module.